Hey guys, just wanted to come on here and share with you the method which I have been using on my sales call for over a year now. And this has allowed me to increase my sales substantially and also ensure that I don't sound very like salesy or robotic on these sales calls, right? And this method is what like I like to call, and I've learned this from other places as well, which is like the ACA method, right? So when you're on sales calls, if you do not have a structure, right? First of all, you need to have a structure on sales calls. If you don't have a structure and you're just going about it, you're never going to excel at sales. You always need to have a structure in place. But the structure I personally follow is the ACA method, which basically means acknowledge, compliment, and ask. So on the sales calls, I always and always, even when I'm having conversations with like leads on like outreach, like basic outreach platforms like email or like LinkedIn, right? I use the same technique or like method, I would say, there as well. But primarily, this is meant for like sales call, where number one, like every time you're on a sales call, when they say something or they reply to you, right? Always acknowledge them and affirm with them, then compliment them on that hey, you've been doing a good job with this, and then ask the next question, right? For example, hey, first of all, they say that, let's say you ask them, oh, like are you a person who's good at like making decisions, who's good at like making quick decisions? And they say, yeah, like in past as well, I've made decisions pretty quickly, which has allowed me to like grow my business quicker instead of just sitting around. And then you say, then you first acknowledge, yeah man, I love that fact about you, that's so cool. And then you compliment it, right? The like I like either compliment or like relate as well, where like, hey, like I 100% work in the same psychology you're talking about. Like I personally, with my business, like every time I've been quick in decision making and not overthink it, I have been like two steps ahead of everyone else. This is just an example, by the way, guys, right? And then you ask the question, okay, since you're like a quick decision maker, like eventually, even on the sales call, when you ask, like, if you're a quick decision maker, like what's holding you off from taking a decision here? Like, why haven't you done this yet? Why haven't you done that yet? Right? So always, in terms of a flow with your potential leads on sales calls and in outreach as well, always follow the ACA method, where you first acknowledge what they say, then compliment them on it or add to it, right? Where you relate your story to them as well, and then ask the next question. This is the leading procedure, and this allows me to have like a structure to like my questions which I ask on sales calls as well. Because what happens is, sometimes when you're just starting out, especially with beginner agency owners, right, when they start out, like they follow a script and they just keep on asking questions after questions, which makes them sound very robotic, and that's the last thing you want on sales calls, right? So make sure you're not doing that as well. So always follow structure, where you like either acknowledge, then add or compliment, and then ask their question. Then again go through the cycle again of like asking the question, they reply, then acknowledge, compliment, ask, until you bring it to a point where you're finally at like the selling point. You have given them a price, and if even if they show any side type of objection, then you can clearly ask, hey man, like you mentioned that you are a decisive decision maker, like you're decisive at making these type of decisions, right? What's holding you back now? Since you already complimented them on it, and they already said that they are a quick decision maker, right? They can't just like go back from it, right? So this compels them to make the decision then and there as well. So you see how this works. But yeah, that's basically the ACA method. Do try to implement it in your sales procedure as well, and let me know how it goes. If you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me on like Messenger, and you can join my Facebook group, community for agency owners, from like the link in description if you're watching this on YouTube, or on Facebook, just go to my profile. Okay, see ya guys, good day.